we're talking about, okay, so many clients have come here and said, okay, I want my perfect dream home. Everything like how many bedrooms, a living area, this amount of garden because I have two, three, four, five dogs or whatever. And then you go and tour them, and there's some clients that just cannot feel that 11 things that they want to feel in. So sometimes we say, why don't you just construct your house? And when we say this, they can imagine, a year or 2 years of stressful situation, coordinating a constructor, the developer, whatever. That you are like, I don't want to go into this headache.
Especially constructing in a foreign country can feel extremely overwhelming if you've never done it before.
Exactly. So in this video, let's get together a little bit more so that we can be inside the Instagram shot. Yes, okay. So in this video, we are going to explain you three amazing opportunities in gated communities where you won't actually have to go through all of that process of stressing out because they already have the different options of housing. And the only thing that you will have to do is maybe, how do you say this word?
Modify the models.
Modify the models as you wish. If you want one bedroom more or whatever, you already have the structural planning, you already have the engineering, everything that you need. You just can tell the architect, modify this and this, and they will have everything ready for you. That is the amazing part, that you will build your personal dream home with the amount of characteristics that you need. However, you don't have to pass through the stressful journey of constructing your house because they already have the models. And the best part of it is that some options that we are presenting right now do have financing options. And that is something very interesting. Yes, Brandy?
Yes, very important.
Yes, because sometimes you say, okay, maybe I'm not ready to retire in Riviera Maya. I'm planning to come down like in 5 years, 10 years. Well, there's even a project that is offering 15-year financing, and that's something that we love. Mm-hmm. We love because you could actually buy the lot, wait for a while, and then construct your dream home. So we're starting actually with that project.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say for this intro? Oh, yes. Well, of course. For anyone that are here for the first time, I'm Carla Torres. I'm the CEO of Amor Amar Real Estate. And with me is Brandy Fry. We're both realtors for a lot of time here in Riviera Maya. We offer opportunity, options, and amazing deals in all Riviera Maya, from Cancun all the way to Bacalar. And we're here to help you. Every Thursday, we're here presenting really good options. So go ahead, Brandy, and let's start with the first one.
Okay, perfect.
Here we go.
Okay, awesome. So this first project we're going to start with today is a massive master planned community. It's about 174 hectares. And the concept here is resort style living, but in a residential setting. Uh-huh. It's located in the Shpuja area. So you're between Playa and Tulum, and you're just down the road from Puerto Aventuras. That's going to be your closest spot for groceries, restaurants, and anything day to day. You're also really close to some of the nicest, more natural beaches in the area. But the way that this community is really designed, it's centered around health and wellness. They're building out a 2-hectare wellness center where you have a yoga, meditation, mezcal. You can choose between outdoor classes or air-conditioned spaces depending on your preference. There's also 3 cenotes inside this community, and 2 of them you can actually swim in. And throughout that whole wellness area, you've got over 1 kilometer of walking and biking paths with security and Wi-Fi integrated throughout. So even things like booking classes or reserving spaces all run through concierge, so it's very, very seamless. Then when you start to layer in the rest of the amenities, you've got a full clubhouse coming with pools, restaurant, bar, co-working, kids area, concierge, and even private event reservations.
We can see here in the video how the renderings of this project,
Yes.
because it's right on time. They're already constructing it.
Yes. So here we're looking at, they're going to have a gastronomic club, which is a really cool concept where you can reserve different kitchens, cook, host, and the community is going to take care of the cleanup for you.
Oof,
And that's
beautiful.
tied into an organic farm on site, which is amazing. You're also going to have things like a skate park, a pet park, an open air theater. So there's a lot built into the lifestyle here. But where it gets really unique is the sport side of it. So they're building out a full sports center with a semi-Olympic pool with lanes, paddle courts, basketball, soccer, bike paths, and more. They're also planning an Olympic-style training villas with nutritionists, doctors, and training facilities on site. So during training seasons, these villas will actually be rented out to athletes. But as an owner, you still have access to all of these facilities. So again, everything ties back into that health and wellness focus. They're also planning a commercial area at the entrance. So you're going to have things like shops, different services like pharmacies, medical. So realistically, once this is fully built out, you wouldn't even have to leave the community unless you wanted to. And so from there, what you're actually buying is what you're actually buying in the community is the land. There's 3 types of lots. You have standard, plus, which gives you one open side, or premium corner lots. And the lot sizes here are definitely on the larger side, which you're going to see, which is a huge part of the appeal. From there, you choose how you want to build. They've got 9 different home models, and you can customize things from like the pool to the parking spaces to solar panels. It's super flexible, and it's all based on what you're looking for.
Customize. That was the word that I was looking for.
Customizable. Okay, so now we are in one of the home models. We've already started. We've seen the kitchen. We've seen the living space.
The entrance, that is beautiful too.
So while we're walking around this lot, the furniture inside it is all available to come turnkey. So just keep that in mind. This here is like plus den or 3rd bedroom. Again, with it being super customizable, they can put a full wall across. If you want to use it as a 3rd bedroom, they can open it up more for you. If you want to use it as like a second TV room space. Here, this would be considered the secondary bedroom. You have a beautiful view out into the backyard space. You have an ensuite bathroom here. Lots of space in the bathroom, which is really nice. Tons of natural light also coming in through these windows. Which
look at all the spaces have windows. Even obviously, I will always say that the bathrooms is very important that they have windows for ventilation. Remember, we are in the Riviera Maya. There's humidity, so we always appreciate when we have a floor-to-ceiling walls with great natural light and great ventilations. And one of the things that I love here of these lots, Brandy, is the size of the lot. Look at the amount. Like if you have a dog, that dog will be happy.
They have their own house.
Running around the jungle, but you are sure that he's not gonna get lost because it's your private property.
Yeah, the lots are insane. So this would be considered your primary. So again, you have a beautiful view out into your backyard space. You're gonna have that ensuite bathroom here. And as we're talking about space, so this specific home here it's kind of how to describe it. You get the base model and you can add on, pick and choose what you want. You can add the pool, you can add solar, you can add the parking space. Mm-hmm. So base model without any add-ons, it's 189 square meters or just over 2,000 square feet. With all the add-ons, which this model we're looking at currently has, it's 250 meters squared or 2,697 square feet. So the base model price with no add-ons is going to be $482,000. That is going to be both the lot and the house together. Or this completely as it is, turnkey, available to move in, this lot, it's priced at $580,960 USD.
Wow.
So amazing.
Also, you're gonna talk a little bit about the combo.
Yeah, so how it works here is financing is super flexible. So everything starts off with a $5,000 deposit to secure your lot. And from there, you can either just purchase land, and there's absolutely no pressure to build right away. So you can take your time, you can construct your own home later, or you get to choose from one of the 9 model homes down the line, or you can combine the land and build together directly from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that combination, there's huge savings on the home.
It's around $100,000 saving if you
Combined.
Yeah, the lot with the house. Obviously, you have the flexibility that if you're not ready to build or to buy the home right now, and you only have around what is the price of only the lot? 100 and
The lot, I have to go back and check.
Okay, 145, something like that. We're gonna check in a moment. And you want to stay with that for around, I don't know, five years, then you can construct your house with your builder, with whoever, or I would be very certain that the same developer will give you also an option to construct another type of house that they have that you can customize.
Yeah.
No?
So in terms of payment options, there's a few different structures. You've got your standard cash payment, full up front. There is also a cash payment for a 6-month plan with 0 interest, or there's even an 18-month interest-free option as well. Or if you are, our video is paused. If you're
Okay.
looking for something that's a little bit more long term,
Uh-huh.
they are offering the developer financing. So with options for either 12 or even up to 15 years, which is absolutely amazing. And that's at around an 8% interest rate on the remaining balance.
Did you hear well? 15 years financing. For many people, this is a relief because they don't have to spend everything they have right now. They can do a planning of their life and say, I don't know, I'll be here in 10 years. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
No?
100%.
Were
So
we here at the video more or less?
I think so. So this is no.
This is what? The secondary house, no? The second house, the bigger one?
Yes. So
Yes.
this is a different model. This is a 4-bedroom home. So the base level is pretty much the same as the first home that we took a look at, just kind of flipped its opposite. And then we have this beautiful upper level that we are on our way to go see.
Actually, just to tell you something, I told you about the lots that were on around 145, and let me tell you something. I have a good news. No, they are, well, on Monday they will go up $119,000. Okay, and today, right now, family and friends prices, we're talking about $99,000. But it's just today, okay? We are Thursday. On Monday, it's gonna go up. So, well, this is what we can see, right? The price list. So they have like a base price. The base price is 150,000. But since this is a new project, they are putting it right now at 99,000. So on Monday, it's gonna be on 119,000. Only the lot. Okay. Now we are seeing here, as you saw, a little bit of the upper level of this bigger lot or bigger house, because the lot actually is the same size, right? But they decided here to do a secondary level with how many bedrooms? Well, I think we saw like 5.
So it's 4 bedrooms. This would be considered the primary. Beautiful ensuite bathroom, double sink. We also saw those beautiful views from the personalized terrace in the primary. Nice storage for your closet, walk-in closet. And again, like just so much natural light up here. It's so beautiful. Again, we love to talk about natural light and ventilation, so lots of ventilation as well. And then again, another beautiful terrace area out of this bedroom.
I love it, Brandy.
Yes, this is an amazing gated community with amazing villas available, amazing models to pick from, and that flexibility that the financing gives you is just the cherry on top.
It's really good. Like at the end, for this project is very attractive for many Canadians and Americans that are planning to live here. So we gave you the opportunity prices, family and friend prices. Obviously, as you can see, the prices will go up. So, well, this was a good one. What did you think?
Yeah, another thing. Oh, I forgot to mention, they also have like a special membership. So when you are an owner there, you get amazing discounts at like tons of restaurants, different beach clubs. So that's also a really nice perk. And they also said that they're renting out really well on Airbnb. So
Yes.
if you're not looking to relocate or spend a lot of time here, it's also great from an investment standpoint as well.
For sure. Now, you talked about the location that you are only 5 minutes away from, like a commercial, a supermarket in Portaventuras. You are around 17 or 15 minutes away from downtown Playa del Carmen, very close to Tulum. You're in the middle of Riviera Maya, and with access, you could go to Espuja Beach, which is beautiful. Okay. Actually, they do have like an agreement for now with a beach club or a hotel over there that you could go and they can give you discounts just across the highway. So yes, for those times also that I don't know, sometimes there's sargasso season here in Riviera Maya, the cenotes that you can get into these private cenotes. Those are the things that I love of these gated communities. Like they really enhance the beauty of this natural underground river, which is the longest underground river. So I love it. Let's go to the second one because I know that you're waiting for more opportunities. And this one, guys, let me tell you a little bit about it. Okay, so many of you know this area, okay, just 15 minutes north of Tulum. This is the Country Club of Tulum, okay? PGA is one. This one is one of the most established master plan communities in the Riviera Maya. It's over 600 hectares, which is how much in acres, Brandy? Help me there. It is in Akumal. Many people call this area Akumal. Others still call it Tulum because you're only 15 minutes north of Tulum and 15 minutes south of Puerto Aventuras. The community is built around the PGA golf course. For those golf lovers, this one is ranked as one of the top 3 golf courses in all of Riviera Maya. I love it, and it's beautiful. It is made up of villa, condos, and residential communities. You also have this membership that you can have access to things like gym, paddle courts, tennis. Hold on, I'm gonna go a little bit back here. Okay, here you have paddle courts, tennis courts, wide range of sports and wellness amenities through a membership system that I will explain you a little bit about it later, okay? One of the things that I personally love about this community is how livable it is. You get a full commercial area inside with groceries, restaurants, cafes. Many other gated communities, they don't have this, and this is very important that you can buy a fruit or something in your store. Now, you also have one of the top schools in the area located inside the community, so it's very family friendly and it's very well rounded in terms of lifestyle. And for beach access, you are directly across from like this beach. You own also this beach club, okay? Because you can go through a bridge in your golf course or in your bike or just walking or running. You don't have to cross the highway because you have your own personal bridge from the gate from the community. So Bahia Principe and Tulum Country Club are the same owners, so you have direct access. Now, within this community, there are a couple of interest opportunities right now. The first one are pre-sale lots with delivery expected around September 2027. So you're looking through roughly, I don't know, Brandy, around 20 months to pay during to build. Or if you prefer financing, guys, there's also options of around 5 years of financing with 8% interest. I'm sorry, I have to go a little bit back because I'm not yet in this moment that I have to explain. Wait, what happened here? Okay, here. Okay, so the lot pricing here starts on around 2.9 million pesos, which is roughly $170,000, depending on the exchange rate. Now, there's also a pre-sale housing project, and these are the images that I wanted to show you, which is actually, guys, getting a lot of attention right now. To give you some context, ready to deliver homes in Tulum Country Club typically don't go below $650,000, and more commonly, they sit around $800,000. Now, this pre-sale is offering homes starting at $560,000. Yes, with delivery expected around November 2027. So it's coming at a noticeably lower entry point compared to what's already built in the community. That's why these houses are going so fast. Actually, they only have 6 houses left. Now, another key point is that these houses already include the country club membership that gives you access to all of these sports and wellness amenities. On its own, that membership is valued around $170,000 for family, for all the family. Okay, so if you have 6 members of the family, that is what it costs. Obviously, this is like a lifetime membership that you can resell if you need to or whatever. So both of these two projects that I just explained are located just next to the new Central Park, which is like this new project with a lot of green areas, walking areas, lagoons, and open areas throughout that you will love walking here. I partially live here in this area, and I love to walk all around this gated community. Now, lot sizes here are typically around 300 square meters or around, which is about 3,200 square feet. So you are buying this through a more like in a very well established family fully built community in Tulum. Look at this. I'm driving around where look at this master plan. You can see the different gated communities. So at the end, those two options that I told you, the pre-sale lots with 5-year financing and the houses a lot lower than the price, the actual price of today, those are amazing, amazing deals. That's why this community is moving super, super fast. I really love it. We're here, on the tour. Let's see if I have a little bit of more videos. Here is the video of the beach club. And yeah, like in terms of the infrastructure of this community, I would say 10 out of 10. And it's important to note that yes, there in Riviera Maya there's a lot of gated communities, but the gated communities that offer the whole package for easy living, that permits you not to go out of the country club for any reason, because you have your own beach club, you have your own amenities, you have your own wellness center and gym and this and that. Like you don't have to go out of this community, and that's something that I love.
And
You
it's
also have
fully
the school.
established.
It's
It's built, whereas like some of the other ones we're looking at today are still under development. So this one is fully built, fully established. So really, you can move in seamlessly.
Exactly. And one of the main things, remember, is that if you have there the marketplace, that's very important, because there's a lot of gated communities that say, oh yeah, I have like a beautiful cenote there, this and that. But then when you have to get groceries, you have to go out, and it's not that common. It's a lot different than if you want to go walking, to go for a tomato or go for a coffee walking. That's a complete different experience. Also, for people that have family and kids, what a beautiful situation that your kid will go on a bike to school or will go on a golf cart or whatever. Like you're there in a secure place. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's go to our next project, and this is the last one. Brandy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so this next project that we're getting into, this one actually comes with something you don't see very often: access to a private beach club. And not just any beach, this is considered one of the best beaches in all of the Riviera Maya. So again, this is going to be a larger master plan development. It's about 136 hectares located in Eshpuja,
Eshpuhagen, which is the most beautiful beach of Riviera Maya, ranked as that.
So you're roughly 20 minutes to Playa del Carmen and about 30 minutes to Tulum. It is made up of multiple gated residential enclaves, each with its own amenities, and then shared spaces throughout the development. So you have access to things like, of course, the beach club, sports area with gym and courts, yoga spaces, pet parks, kid areas, outdoor gym, and different social and picnic areas throughout. So infrastructure-wise, the entire community is fully gated with controlled access, 24/7 security, concrete roads, pedestrian paths, and lighting already in place. A lot of the earlier phases here have already sold out. So in those sections, the only way in now would be through resales. Right now, they're focused on one of the newer enclaves where there's still lots available. So in this specific enclave, there's 227 lots, and the lot sizes are around 1,000 square meters or just over 10,700 square feet. Mm-hmm. And similar to the first project we saw, what you're buying here is the land. So there's no pressure to build right away. You can take your time, and they are also offering financing with the lots for 3 years interest free. So if you, when you do decide to build, they also have
villa. Give me 1 second. Ay, what a beautiful massage. Like, really.
That girl is living her best life.
100%.
So sorry, yes. If you are choosing to build, they do have different villa layouts that you can choose from, or you can completely build your own, construct your own home. For the models that they're offering, the construction is essentially interest-free over the course of the build. And of course, the more you put down up front, the faster that process is going to move. Once construction starts, you generally are looking at about 18 months to complete the build. And in terms of pricing, lots here are starting around 2.7 million pesos, which is roughly 160,000 USD, and they go up to about 3.2 million pesos or around 185,000 USD for larger or more premium locations.
With access to this beautiful, you are also owning this piece of beautiful beach, right? That is one of the most important, that is a highlight of this project, that you have your own beach club here.
Yes, of course. So just to go quickly back to the pricing, they also offer discounts depending on how much you are wanting to put down up front. So at 40% down, you're looking at about a 10% discount. At 50% down, that increases up to 20%. And then if you are putting all upfront cash, you're getting a 30% discount.
Okay.
So like Carla just mentioned, the biggest standout feature of this project is the beach access. Even though the project is located on the west side of the highway, there is a direct underground tunnel for residents to take that will get you straight to the beach, so you don't have to go on the highway at all. And again, this is not just any beach. Look at the beautiful watercolor. It's absolutely unreal. And as an owner, you are considered a partial owner of this private beach club. So you're going to get access to a full setup with a restaurant, a bar, a pool, a kids area, an adults only space. And the way it works is you register up to 4 people under your ownership, and those 4 people have full access to the beach club without having to pay. And if you bring in additional guests beyond that, they still get to come and enjoy the beach club. They're just going to be paying for a day pass. So again, the real highlight here is having access to this private beach club and also being a partial owner of it.
And also, at first, years ago, when they told me about that underground tunnel, I was like, oh, let's see if it happens. You know, I was a little bit skeptic. That's a word, right?
Skeptical?
Skeptical, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Skeptical about it. But then, right now, it's already ready. I do not have videos because it's not officially open since they need whatever one more permit that they have. But it's already constructed, and when I talked to the in-house worker, he told me that in around 1 month, you could pass through. And that's amazing.
Yes, it's ideal that you're not going to have to go onto the highway.
Yeah, because going into the highway, it's a different matter. Like if you want to go on a bike, walking or something, it's not safe at all if you go through the highway, the reality. So if you go through your own tunnel, oh, what a beauty. Or in your golf cart or in whatever vehicle, for families, it is something that is very special. So, what do you think, guys, about this one? Do we have any questions, Brandy, this time? Let me see the.
Yes. So it looks like we have one question asking what are the benefits from purchasing in a gated community, and would you recommend a gated community over like a standalone villa or a standalone?
Yeah, of course, I understand. So yes, I'm in love with gated communities. Gated communities will always gain a better appreciation from lots that are just there in the municipality. Why? Because first of all, safety, privacy, and third, the community sense that you will have with your neighbors. Why? Because it's a lot more common that for example, in Tulum Country Club, I always see, Sundays of little market, and they put like, their things, and they start to do some events. And at the end, gated communities will include you a lot more benefits than being in a single family lot where, yeah, at the end, you do not control what comes through. I've lived in places that it's not a gated community, and sometimes things so simple, Brandy. Like, for example, I don't know, if you park a little bit wrong, then there's the police putting you fines.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes, I don't know, there's the little truck that sells bread, and they're like, Mexican neighborhoods, which is like bread, super cheap, and then you have like this noise contamination that obviously in a gated community you don't have. And there's too many benefits. At the end, I do think that in terms of investment and appreciation, it's a lot better to be in a gated community.
100%.
Right? Then we have another question, which is, if I'm a first-time buyer, how is the process of buying in Riviera Maya? Brandy, you answer this question. You've gone through this many times.
So, as a first-time buyer, it's super simple. I know purchasing in a foreign country can feel extremely overwhelming. But the process when working with us at Amora Mar, we're going to meet, we're going to have a video call, we're going to get to know each other a bit better, build some trust. In that call, we're going to figure out what it is you're looking for, what you're flexible on, what your budget is. And from there, we're going to curate you a list of properties that align with your goals, with your investment needs.
Mm-hmm.
And then ideally, would love to have you come tour the properties in person with us. And then from there, it's pretty straightforward, similar to anywhere else. We're going to put in an offer. And if your offer is accepted, we move we move forward. The only difference is needing a fideicomiso or Mexican corporation to purchase, which
Exactly.
I believe we have another video.
Yes, we do have another video explaining specifically the process if you buy through a corporation or through a fideicomiso, a Mexican corporation or through a fideicomiso. We explain the different benefits there. And also, if you need financing options, we also explain that. Now, very important before we go, remember here, right here, our QR, of course. Okay, so if this is your first time here, remember, it is very important to contact us directly and to make sure that it's us talking to you, right? Because then, with artificial intelligence and everything, that's why we prefer doing a video call. This way you can protect also your interest and that you know that you are talking to certified real estate agents and all of that. So I'm super happy for these options. I'm sure they will go super, super fast and they will have a little bit of increase on price very, very soon. So if you are interested on something like this, write us immediately. All right? Thank you and see you in our next live where we are showcasing the best beachfront options in Riviera Maya condos, specifically as for right now, below $1 million. We have to do our investigation because I have in my mind I have some, but I think I'm gonna have to look for other ones. All right.
Sounds good.
Great. See you
Bye.
guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Woo. Let me see.
Are we done on here?
Let me see.
Because